When we want to get into our dream shape, we have been told to eat less and work out more. But female body doesn't work like that. There is actually so much more than just starving yourself and working out every single day. Things that help me to clear up my skin, get rid of bloating, puffiness, exhaustion, and make my body toned and lean without cardio every single day and exhausting myself on a treadmill. And it made my hair thicker and longer. And this is exactly what helped me. I want to start with the moment you're waking up, stretching, doing a little bit of your routine, and drinking your morning coffee. And this is exactly the point that you should avoid. Drinking that morning coffee on an empty stomach ruins your gut health, ruins your skin health, your hormones, and actually raises cortisol, stress hormone, in your body. It's not healthy to take caffeine, especially coffee, the first thing in the morning. And some people actually try to drink coffee so they won't be hungry, and for women it's disastrous. It's like so bad for your gut health, it's so bad for your overall health, for your body. Your hormones are just shocked after that. And I'm saying, if you actually have been doing this thing, it is so bad for your hormonal health and for losing weight, and it's not gonna bring you anything good. So if you're skipping that breakfast and you're drinking coffee instead of breakfast, or you're just drinking coffee the first thing in the morning, and you'll be bloated, puffy, maybe irritated, or experience such mood swings every single day, you're doing that, you're making it worse. So instead of starving yourself or drinking coffee overall and the first thing in the morning, start with nourishing breakfast. I'm not sure if you heard it so many times, but nourishing breakfast is the key to your hormonal health. If you start high protein and high fats, healthy fats as avocado, salmon, some eggs maybe, is the best breakfast you can possibly have. Most important thing, you won't have this blood sugar spikes every single time you're doing that, and your cravings are going to be so stable during the day. You won't have this sugar cravings or some unhealthy foods. I'm telling you, every single time I eat something not as healthy on my breakfast, I feel horrible during the day. But if I eat nourishing, for example, today I had a ground beef with some rice, with the flax seeds, and with some cherry tomatoes, a little bit like that. I didn't have avocado today, unfortunately. It made me feel so good. I'm not that hungry, and if you want to eat something, you can snack like nuts in between of meals. It helps so much when you have this full, nourishing breakfast, plenty of protein and fats. Listen, add at least 30 grams of protein to your breakfast and you're going to see wonders with your body, with your health, with the way you feel about yourself. It's gonna do wonders, especially around your period. Such mood swings, you won't have it anymore. Such cravings, you won't have it anymore. So hear me out, the breakfast is like one of the most important parts in your routine. Listen, another thing that I swapped completely, and I'm just following this plan right now. It makes me feel so good and it makes my body so toned, lean, healthy. It's weightlifting instead of cardio. If you have been hating cardio, this is a good sign for you to stop actually overworking your body with cardio, running especially on a treadmill or whatever you're doing. It's not the main thing that will help you to build that dream body, that curves, that lean body, that sculpted abs and toned waist. It's not the only thing. Actually, cardio won't build muscle. But muscle, this is exactly the thing that helps your body to look that structured and lean and more put together instead of just having like floppy skin and looking skinny fat and not having that definition. This is what muscle do. And also muscle help to burn more calories even at rest. So it means your muscle really they require more energy from your body to build and to recover. And when you have muscle, you burn more calories, therefore you can eat more during the day. I had a lot of muscle, but for me it was a struggle to maintain it because I needed to eat a lot a lot not to lose it and to grow it even more. So it was a big struggle for me. For me, actually, I prefer maintaining more lean physique and maybe not as much muscle because it makes me feel good about my body and myself. You can find this perfect middle for yourself and build that amount of muscle you feel comfortable with in your body. And no, you won't look bulky if you go and do it with intentions. If you have intention to actually build muscle and have big arms, big legs, you'll need to work on it. It's not gonna happen like overnight. And when I hear people be like, oh my god, I'm getting bulky if I'm lifting weights, it's not true. To build muscle, it requires so much effort and so much work on yourself, so much structure in your diet. You need to eat like consistently the same amount of calories, protein for months, and it should be in surplus, so more calories than your body needs to build that muscle. Trust me, girlies, you won't get bulky by just lifting weights. It requires also the diet, the specific diet to do that. You need to lift very heavy, like very heavy, and increase that weights every single time. People who are older generation, they really stay at the same place and they try to lose weight with all these group trainings, which is not working obviously as much as they want to see, and they will starve themselves, they will diet a lot, they will work out but see no results at the end because they don't build muscle by challenging their muscle with some weights. So that's very important. So weightlifting is the key. This is how I work with my clients. Also, this is how I build my dream body. That's why I know that it works, because it worked for me, it worked for so many women, and this is just scientifically proven method. Okay, next it's switching to whole grains instead of white bread or white flour, if that makes sense. I actually started using whole grain bread, for example, instead of white bread, or instead of just pasta or different bakery. If I see something and I want to buy something at the grocery store, I always check that it's 100% whole grain, at least close to 100%. It has a lot of fiber, first of all. Second of all, it's not a fast carb, it's more complex. It doesn't go straight to fat. So when you eat a lot of sweets and a lot of bakery and white bread, it actually goes mostly into the fat. But whole grains, they have more protein, or whole grain pasta, whole grain bread. It's way better than to eat white bread or just basic pasta. So when you're going to the grocery store, check the label. If it says whole grain, like at least 80%, should it be like that? So when I'm really craving some bread, I always choose that one because it's so much more beneficial than just eating white bread every single time. The thing that I started doing recently, I started drinking probiotics and my skin told me thank you, and my gut health told me thank you, and I overall feel way better in my body. I've never tried that before in my life, but I've heard some people do that, especially Asian people. They drink probiotics. And I bought some probiotics, started doing that for months or a little bit more. Feel amazing, I'm saying. And also I drink vitamin D to that. Considering the place where I live, it's Norway, you see that dark outside, it's like 4 p.m. right now. It's black, it's night. So I'm so sad I cannot film during the daytime that much. That's exactly why I drink vitamin D in quite big amount of it. I feel like it was like 14 milligrams of vitamin D. I ran out of it today, so I need to buy a new one. And this is so important. The first year when I was living here, I didn't drink any vitamin D. I was in such depression, low mood. I struggled to wake up because naturally, if you're living in country where it's dark almost all the time, especially around winter, autumn, spring also, it's quite dark here. For vitamin D, you don't get enough of it. And also you have higher melatonin, the hormone that is responsible for sleep and making your body sleepy. That's why I'm looking at everyone, they're so sleepy. It wasn't that vitamin D, I don't know how I would survive here. It's so bad. I should move out, I'm saying. We don't know when, We'll see. So have you noticed that people who live in warmer countries, they're happy? Like in Africa, like in Latin America, they're so happy. Sure, Thailand also, they're quite energized and open, more like happy overall, just because it's warmer and they're more positive. This is all vitamin D. If you're living in a country where it's getting quite dark quickly, in winter especially, you don't get enough vitamin D. If you're living in a warm country, in tropical country, you're good for now. But if not, I would recommend to drink vitamin D. It influences your brain chemistry, everything, the way you feel, even how much you're going to live. I've heard the podcast once, I don't remember the source actually, but people who are more exposed to vitamin D every single day or drinking supplement, they are going to live longer. But if you actually want to feel way better, if you want to feel energized even during that dark time, winter, I cannot recommend it the dose for sure, but I know that you can drink a lot of vitamin D, so it's gonna be fine anyways. It's very difficult to overdose with that. I'm not telling you that you should try it. Next thing that I want to discuss, it's like looking at ingredient in the product that you're buying. I didn't look at it before, I just bought, and then when I became more conscious that it's over processed things, it's some preservatives or something that they add there, it's just completely artificial. You don't know the name, you don't know the word. It's like scary, huge name with like 20 letters. You don't understand what's that. And actually check if you know what it is saying about the product. Make sure that you know what it is, this product or ingredient, and it's better to actually skip it if you don't know the word, because there's so much artificial stuff in most of the products. If you take a look at sweets like Oreo or different cookies, candies, you'll see a lot of stuff like that in there, and it's not good. Even in bread, even in different bakery, check it out before buying something, like even a pizza from the fridge. Take a look, what's there? Do you know the ingredients? Do you know the names? By the way, in a lot of sausages, crazy amount of ingredients, and you don't know what's that. It's scary to eat. And the less you eat of these artificial chemicals, the more toned, the more lean you look, and less bloating and puffiness you actually have in your body. Know what harm or what is happening in your gut there when you eat this thing. I recommend actually looking at the labels at the store. Yeah, it might take some time, but you know, when you know that, you will become more conscious. This is I should buy, this thing I should not buy, and you'll just filter it easily. If you know what it means, it's amazing. So you can buy the product if it's something common like tomatoes, like some, I don't know, whatever, it could be flour, sugar, even the sugar, basic sugar, it's way better than sweeteners. My boyfriend got sick and he had some problems with his gut health. And yeah, I've researched a lot and I realized so basic sugar is way better than artificial sweeteners for anything. It's like better to eat something more natural, if it makes sense, than zero sugar but over processed stuff, and it actually ruins your health and hormones and causes a lot of imbalance in your gut. Also for gut health, that's horrific. If you want to eat something sweet, choose the classic basic recipes with sugar instead of sweeteners. It's gonna be way better for health if you're really craving something like that. And I think the last thing that I want to mention is eating more fats. They just don't understand the importance of fats, healthy fats. I'm not saying oversaturated fats, but healthy fats like avocado, salmon, olive oil. These products, they're amazing for your body. It has omega-3 fats for your skin, for the tone of your body, for your health, for your hormones. And if your hormones are balanced, you're gonna look good and you're going to be healthy. I'm saying, girl, if you have balanced hormones, it's going to be way easier to lose weight, to get into the dream shape, to gain muscle, to lose fat. It's going to be so easy because you understand your body and you know that it's healthy. This is how I basically feel, because I just know what to expect. I also feel that When something is wrong with my body, I can tell. I can tell. If you eat enough fats, it's so good for your hormones and you'll feel so much better. Your skin is gonna be so glowy, so plump. Your body's gonna be way better. You're gonna feel amazing. Your hormones are going to be balanced and your cycle also is gonna be in balance. But it's not that I promise that it's going to be 100%. You might have different health issues, right? But it might help to increase the balance a lot and your health. I recommend to eat these fats and it's so good for you. For women, it's not that important for men, but for women, it's just crucial. I want to say thank you so much. I hope these advices helped you. Don't go into like very extremes. It doesn't mean that you should restrict everything, never eat sweets, never eat something with these chemicals or different artificial stuff. Everything should be very balanced, and if you're craving something, you can allow it to yourself. 80-90% of your nutrition, try to focus on healthy foods. Something that is going to benefit your body, not destroy it. Go with it. Go with it through a month and then come back and tell me how is it going. Try it out, apply it to your life, and just come back and tell me how is it going.